You know what, DC? I'm not gonna sit here and apologize for what I said about Superman Red Sun. I'm not gonna sit here and apologize for what I said about, well, every single animated feature that you put out in the past couple years. But I will give you prop. I will give you prop for this movie. This is a good ass movie. Justice League Dark Apokolips War. First of all, can we talk about that title? It's a weird title. Because if you watch the movie or just the trailer, you would know that this movie is not just about Justice League Dark. It's not even a Justice League movie. It's not even a Teen Titan movie. It's not a Suicide Squad movie. This is a DC Universe movie. Everybody is in this. Okay? So to call this Justice League Dark is a little, it is weird. It is very weird. If it was up to me, Apokolips War. That's it. You know? No Justice League, no Justice League Dark, no Teen Titan, no Suicide Squad, none of that. Apokolips War would be the perfect title for this movie. This movie, in a lot of ways, is the Avengers Endgame for the DC animation universe, right? It is the epic conclusion to a decade-long campaign. You feel me? Even to the way that it was structured, like the plot, the way that certain, events play out, it is so much like Avengers Endgame. You open up with a cold opening, and then a time jump, and then, shit hits the fan. But despite all that, they found a way to tell a very original and very fresh story that I haven't seen in a while. This is the type of storytelling that I want to see more from DC animation. I don't want to see Harley Quinn and Nightwing hooking up. I don't want to see Batman and Batgirl hooking up. I don't want to see any of that. Like, this right here, man, this is what you're good at. Like, do this. This is the good stuff right here. For the first time in a very long time, I am interested. I am invested in the DC animated universe once again. For the first time in a very, very long time, I genuinely enjoy a DC animated movie again. And for the first, I could go on all day, man. I could go on for a week. I could just keep saying, for the first time, for a very long time, this happened, and I like it. For the first time, blah, 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 blah. I can say that for hours, days, weeks, because this movie, brought me back to the good old days. Like, watching this movie turned me into a kid once again. Like, I was 8, I was 5 years old watching this movie. It is so goddamn good. Now, if you are a parent, right, and you see, oh, DC put out a new cartoon. Let's watch this with my kids. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Because, listen, this movie has got to be one of the most brutal films that I've seen all year. Like, some of the stuff that happened to these characters are just, like, it made me, cringe like that. Characters that you expect to come out alive. Characters that you expect to make it until the very end. They don't. If you're a big DC fan, if you have, like a favorite character or a favorite group of superheroes in these movies, or even supervillain, I guarantee there's an 80% chance that that character has some of the most gruesome death scene ever. Oh my god, thinking about it just makes me go, ugh. And the animation is very good, man. It's fluid. The movement from the characters, the fight scenes, like the lip syncing, like it all looks very, very well done. It's not super clunky like some of the most recent films. And the performances across the board is very, very good. I want to highlight 2 actors that I thought did a fantastic job in this movie. Number 1, Jerry O'Connell. I love this guy. Like, he is such a good Superman. Like, I'm old school, right? I was raised on, Tim Daly, that, the Superman animated series, the Justice League series. Tim Daly was my Superman. When they brought Jerry O'Connell in, I was like, he's pretty good, but, we'll see. I need more time with this guy. He is so good as Superman in this movie, and I would love to see him come back. Honestly, like he is that good. And Matt Ryan, listen, I love this guy as Constantine in the live action shows, right? I love him in his own shows. I love him in that one episode of Arrow. I love him in Legend of Tomorrow. But for some reason, it didn't really translate very well into the voice acting area. You know, his own series, his own animated series, the movie City of Demons, something like that, right? Just came out, and some of the stuff that he's been doing, you know, with video games and all that. I'm just not a huge fan. You know, I think because the way that he moved and, you know, just the way that he looked, his facial expression and all that was taken away in the animation form. So I was never a huge fan of him as animated Constantine. But this movie, man, there's something new, you know, something very nuanced with his performance as Constantine. I love this performance as Constantine. Like, he is still, you know, the smart ass, you know, that we all know and love. But there's a level of emotion and a level of depth that I did not expect from Constantine. It is very subtle, but it's there, and I love it. I appreciate that. As far as negative, you know, the movie is an hour and 30 minutes, and I think that is way too short. You know, the story is rushed. There are plot points that I feel like could use a lot more time to develop, but they just kind of look over it very quickly. Certain characters didn't have enough screen time, and overall the movie, you know, everything that they trying to cram into this movie could use a lot more time. An hour and 30 minutes is just way too short. This story, I believe, could have been 2 movies or a TV series. Put everything into this, you know, 1 hour and 30 minutes movie is, I believe, is kind of a mistake. The movie is still very fun, very enjoyable, and arguably the best, you know, DC animated movie since I don't know, Justice League War, maybe Flashpoint. But I feel like with a little bit more patience, they could have told this story a lot better. But all in all, man, like, as a DC fan, as someone who's been waiting for these movies to be good again, to be great again, I am super, super happy, you know, after seeing this movie. I think it is very well made. The performances are great. The animation is great. And the story is interesting. The setting is, you know, very nuanced. And again, for the first time in a very long time, I am genuinely enjoy my time watching a DC animated movie. And I just cannot wait for these movies to find their forms again, to be good, to be really, really good again. I'm gonna give Justice League Dark Apokolips War an 8 out of 10. The review is over, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would click away right now, because I'm about to talk about this little moment at the very end that just made me, oh man, it brought the biggest smile on my face, man. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to click away, because I'm about to talk about this spoiler right here. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. At the very end, the Flash had to travel back in time to start another flashpoint. And the music, they played the Flashpoint music, man, when that happened. Oh my god, like, it made my heart so happy, man. Like, I almost cried listening to that music. Just like, it was a short moment, 1 or 2 seconds, not even, man. But, oh man, just thinking about it right now, you know, the image of the Flash running at full speed, emotional, defeated, tired. And then right there at his chest, right, you see the lightning, you see the, oh, and then the music. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god, man, like, that made me so goddamn happy, man. Look, if you got a chance to watch this movie, let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you enjoy my review? Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more reviews like this. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.